We will meet again soon, my love. Meg Reyes was an aspiring actress and model from London. It was almost 7 years ago, when she first started off doing small roles, that she met her husband, Edward. Edward was a professional photographer, and Meg had gone for a photo shoot at his studio. And it was as if magic had sparked on the sets when they first set eyes upon each other. Meg and Edward fell in love. And ever since, they had been together. Edward was everything for Meg. She could never imagine being without him. But now, Edward is no more. After Edward's demise, Meg found herself all alone and depressed. And in all this, she also fell into financial trouble. While Edward was alive, he supported them both, but now, with his sudden death, whatever Meg was making from her small roles was not enough. So Meg eventually got a job at a jeweler's shop to afford herself. And this was how her days were going by. Meg, close down the store. The Duke of Carrington, Prince Harry, is coming with his girlfriend. Bring out our best jewelry, hurry. It was a Friday evening when Meg's boss informed her that Prince Harry, the youngest son in the royal family, would be shopping at the store. So Meg quickly arranged what was needed and with a smile, waited for her customer. Welcome to Diamond Palace, Your Highness. Please, come with me. Call me Harry. Meg smiled at the way Harry smiled at her and escorted the couple to the showcase table. What are you looking to purchase? A ring for our engagement. Oh, congratulations. As Meg took out the best and most exquisite collection, she noticed how Prince Harry was staring at her. Meeting eyes, he suddenly looked down to the ring Meg wore as a locket. What is this red stone on that ring? Meg took it off and looked at it for a moment. It's just a signet ring with a ruby. Prince Harry took it from her hands. This ring, it's so amazing. The stone is absolutely spellbinding. Rachel, what do you think of it? This? You think it's nice? Harry, it's so ordinary and cheap. But Harry couldn't take his eyes off of it. No, I really want to buy this. I'm sorry, but it's not for sale. I'm willing to pay any price for it. No, you don't understand. It's a memory of my late husband. As Prince Harry continuously requested Meg, Rachel caught his arm. Harry, she doesn't want to sell it. Let it be. Take a look at this. Throughout the entire evening that Prince Harry was there, Meg caught him looking at her quite a few times. You should have given it to him. You would have made a fortune. Some things are worth much more than money. It was a few days later, while Meg was shopping for groceries, she suddenly heard a familiar voice behind her. Meg, right? Meg turned around surprised to see Prince Harry. Prince Harry? Shh, Don't call me Prince here, just call me Harry. But what are you doing here? I actually couldn't stop thinking of the ring. What? It's just a simple ring. You can get so many like this. No, it's different. There's something about it. Prince Harry requested to buy the ring from her. And once again, Meg refused to give it up. But Prince Harry was stubborn and persistent. And from one excuse to another, he kept meeting Meg. And before they even realized, they fell in love, started dating, and he proposed to her. Meg, I want to take you to meet my family tomorrow. Will you come with me? Sure. Meg was happy to start anew in her life. But it was when Harry took her to meet the royal family, she realized this marriage wouldn't be all roses. Grandmother, mother, and everyone else, I want you to meet Meg. We're getting married. Marriage? How long have you even known her? She's like 15 years older than you. His sister Laura snickered at the dinner table. Meg watched as Harry's mother, Diane, put her hand on the table to silence her, but the cold stare in her eyes was enough to tell she wasn't happy either. You're the daughter of Harold Jameson, a school teacher. Yes, Your Highness, but my father passed away. And so has your first husband? You're a widow? Harry suddenly spoke up. Mother, can we not discuss all this? Meg's past has nothing to do with us now. Meg and I love each other, and we've decided we want to be together. Right. Since when do our opinion matter anymore? His grandmother muttered. Meg tried to be polite and said, I would really appreciate to have your blessings for this marriage. But without even acknowledging her presence, the Queen got up and ushered her secretary. Excuse me, but I have some important business to attend. With that, she left in the middle of their first dinner together. The evening was absolutely unbearable for Meg. But after dinner, she thought perhaps if she spoke with Harry's family members and they got to know her, they would open up. Seeing Laura by the balcony, Meg went and joined her. It's really nice to meet you all. Yes, it must be a delight for you, getting to step foot in a palace like this. What? Don't act so naive. We can tell why you're after my brother. You're a gold digger, but get this straight. You might have Harry under whatever spell you cast on him, but it won't be long before he sees right through you. Meg was shocked, as Laura insulted her and simply walked off smirking. She didn't know how to react. She looked around to spot Harry. Where was he? Harry, are you all right? Why wouldn't I be? You left Rachel for her? You're seriously getting married with her. What's the problem? Is marriage all about lineage and wealth for you all? We love each other, Bill, and if you can't understand that, there is nothing more I can say. Needless to say, the first meeting with the royal family turned out horrible. However, Harry and Meg were sure this was what they wanted, and soon they had a private ceremony for their marriage. And some weeks following the marriage, a public ceremony was held. But that day, as Harry and Meg walked down the aisle and stood in front of the Queen for her blessings. She sat there still and refused to even speak with them. After the ceremony, Meg went out to the garden to catch a breath of air. She was feeling so overwhelmed. But as she stepped out, she saw her mother-in-law was there. It was getting a bit crowded inside, so I thought, Meg said. Harry's mother scowled and interrupted her. You don't have to explain yourself to me. I've seen many women like you in my life. I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. You think just because you married my son, you have become a royal? Do you really have the audacity to think you reach anywhere near the standards of this family? You will never be a true Grimaldi. The Grimaldis don't accept women like you. Though the royal family smiled and treated her with decency while Harry was around, whenever Harry wasn't, Meg got to see everyone's true colors. They hated her. What's wrong, Meg? Why do you look upset? It's nothing. Was it them? Did they say something to you? No. Though Meg didn't complain, Harry immediately went down and confronted his family. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. Harry, have you forgotten who you're speaking with? No, rather you people have forgotten your roles. If you had any respect for me, you wouldn't have treated Meg the way you did. Wow, she really has brainwashed you. What? Harry, it's late. We shall speak on this some other time. Fighting against the royal family was no joke. But luckily for Meg, after their marriage, she and Harry moved out of the palace. Following their marriage, they had to stay back for various traditions and customs held by the royal family. Harry and Meg arrived for a family party. Harry, it's like you've absolutely forgotten us after this marriage. I've just been a little busy. So, how are you? Meg asked, trying to build up a conversation. But Laura ignored her. She suddenly noticed the ring on Harry's finger. Harry, what is that you're wearing? It looks so hideous and cheap. Our servants even wear more expensive jewelry than that. Though Harry just blew off Laura's comment, Meg felt so low. She knew she didn't meet their standards. During the entire event, she tried to keep to herself and didn't talk much. However, it was when Harry's brother arrived with a new guest. A lot of gossip arose in the hall. Harry, you married her, the salesgirl from that jeweler shop? Wow, Rachel said in shock as she walked in with Bill. And I can see you and Bill are together now? Both the couples awkwardly had some small talk before they parted ways, knowing that was best. Harry, I'm not feeling too well. Can we leave? I was actually thinking the same. Managing to make up some excuse, Harry and Meg left the party early. I just don't understand how she did it. He listens to everything she says. Did you see what he was wearing? This cheap rusted ring. What did you expect? She's a cheap actress, working as a salesgirl, perhaps a waitress. Who knows what she's done in her life? And now, your brother is becoming one of them. He's forgotten his status. No, Mother. It's like he's a completely different person now. What has happened with him? Ever since Harry had met Meg, Diane and Laura noticed strange changes in him. It was as if Harry's sense of style, his likes and dislikes, his hobbies had changed, and it was almost like he saw no flaw in Meg at all, and even moved out of the palace just to be with her. The days continued on like this, and it came to a point where Harry and Meg rarely visited the palace. But some weeks later, on the day of Queen Elisa's birthday patronage celebration, the entire family was to gather as tradition. Meg was not used to the customs of the royal family, but she was told she would have to wear white. What is everyone doing? Every year the family presents the queen with a gift. We all have to sign our names on it. As Meg and Harry joined the others for their turn, Meg saw Laura smirking as she came her way, and just as Meg took the quill, all of a sudden, Laura stumbled over and spilled a bottle of ink on her. "My dress!" Laura let out a sly chuckle. "Look at that. Now that suits a widow better. You don't expect to attend a ceremony like that, do you? You know what? Why don't you stay back and not ruin the occasion for us?" Meg stood there in silence and shock, when suddenly Harry spoke up from behind them. "What did you just say to her?" "I said what needed to be said. She doesn't belong here." As soon as the words slipped Laura's lips, Harry slapped Laura in front of everyone present. Laura held her face in shock, and as tears filled her red eyes in rage. "You hit me? For her? Harry, you've changed." As Harry's mother rushed forward to see the matter, everyone began to murmur. Laura ran inside the palace, and Harry helped Meg. As her husband got her napkins to help her clean up, Meg stared at him. "Edward, you can't behave like that. Everyone's already getting suspicious of us." Harry chuckled. "Meg, how many times have we resurrected each other? Everything will be fine." Meg and Edward's relationship wasn't that of just a few years, but over decades. Time and time again, they revived their love through a pact they had made to the Dark Lord centuries ago. "No, please let me go. I have a family. I have children." Consider them a sacrifice to the Dark Lord. "Lord of Darkness, we call out to thee. Accept our offering."
Why have thou summoned the Dark Lord?
"Dark Lord, accept our sacrifice and grant us immortality."
Thou shalt have thy desires, but to seek life, thou must sacrifice another.
The Dark Lord answered their prayers and gave Edward and Meg a way to resurrect life with a ring. With the verses hidden inside, Edward and Meg could charm people. Like Meg had charmed Prince Harry the day he had visited the shop. Enchanted by the ring, Prince Harry sought to have it at any cost. and kept going back to Meg. And it was when she had manipulated him into a relationship. She performed the ritual to seek the soul of her Edward to descend into a new body, a soul for a soul. Dark Lord, return Edward back to me. Meg? Edward? And just as Meg resurrected Edward upon his death, Edward would do the same for his love upon her death. Living on for centuries together. I missed you so much, Edward. May death never do us apart. Never. Edward, what did she do to my brother?
Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.